Hi everyone. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever been at work when something happened that made your heart skip a beat or made you shock for a while? Maybe a forklift passed just inches away from a worker. Maybe a heavy pipe slipped during lifting and landed on the ground. Maybe you slipped on oily floor but managed to keep your balance. Everyone looked at each other and smiled with a relief and said, "Nothing happened, we were just lucky." But were you really lucky? Or was that workplace trying to warn you that something was wrong? During my HSE career, one lesson has stayed with me. And that lesson is serious accidents rarely happen without a warning. Serious accident rarely happens without a warning. Before an injury, before equipment damage, and sometimes before a fatality, there are often smaller events that people ignore, and those events are called near misses. So what exactly a near miss is? A near miss is an unplanned event that does not result in injury, illness, damage, or environmental impact, but it had the potentials to do so. Think of it like that. If someone throws a stone and it passed just beside your head, you haven't been injured. But would you ignore it just because it missed? Of course not. You would immediately recognize that something dangerous almost happened. The same principle applies in the workplace. A near miss is not an accident. It is an opportunity to learn before an accident happens. Let me share a few examples that many of us can relate to. Imagine a forklift reversing in a warehouse. A worker notices it, and at the last second, he steps away safely. Nobody gets hurt. That is a near miss. Now, imagine a suspended load suddenly slips and falls to the ground. Fortunately, nobody is standing underneath. Again, that is a near miss. Or think about an oil spill that isn't cleaned immediately. A worker slips but regains balance before falling. No injury occurred, but the hazard was real. This is also a near miss. These situations may look harmless because the outcome was good. But if one small detail had changed, the consequences could have been completely different. One question I often ask during multiple occasions that why don't people report a near miss? The answers are usually very similar. Some people think nothing happened, so why to report it? Others worried that they might be blamed. Some people feel reporting takes too much time. And unfortunately, in some workplaces, people simply don't understand the importance of reporting. But every unreported near miss is a missed opportunity to improve the safety. Every near miss tells us something. It tells us that hazards exist. It tells us that a control may have failed. And it tells us that next time the outcome might not be the same. When workers report near misses, organizations can investigate what happened, identify the root causes, and implement the corrective actions before something happens or someone gets hurt. This is one of the most effective ways to prevent injuries, equipment damage, and production losses. In my opinion, a workplace that openly reports near misses is usually a workplace that genuinely wants to improve. Before we finish, I would like you to remember one simple message. A near miss is not a proof that everything is safe. It is a proof that something is almost went wrong. Don't ignore it and don't hide it. Instead, report it, learn from it, because today's near miss could become tomorrow's serious accident if we fail to take action. Thank you very much for watching. If you have ever witnessed any near miss at your work, share your experience in the comments without mentioning the company name and any other confidential details, because your experience may help someone else to avoid an accident.